welcome to my channel, Cooking for the Family. I'm Dyvonne, and today I'm going to share with you my quick and simple Sloppy Joe meatballs. These come out really good. They're great as a party appetizer. We also just have them for dinner. I'll also put a link in the description box below to share with you how to make traditional Sloppy Joes as well. So for my Sloppy Joe meatballs, I go ahead and I dice up my onion. I'm using a yellow onion, but you can also use a white onion. So I go ahead and dice that up. I'm going to be using a half a cup of onion. And about this size is what I want to dice up my onion. Kind of small, not too big, not much bigger than, say, a kernel of corn, but around about that size. Then I also have 1 clove of garlic that I'm going to mince up. This is going to add a nice layer of flavor for our meatballs. Now next, for my Sloppy Joe sauce, I'm putting in some tomato paste. This makes it nice and rich, and we'll need 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Now if you are new to my channel, welcome in, and if you're a returner, welcome back. My name is Dyvonne, and on my channel I love to share what I cook and bake for my family in my kitchen. I share some old school recipes from my mom, my aunties who are fabulous cooks, and my grandmother as well. So if you enjoy that kind of content, I hope you consider subscribing. So next to my bowl, I add in some ketchup, and I'm going to be using 1 cup of ketchup. In the description box below, I will have a list of all the ingredients you need to make this wonderful Sloppy Joe recipe. But as always, I share with you how to take that list of ingredients and put them together to make a wonderful meal. I'm using 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and you can use whatever chili powder brand you like. The chili powder does not make it spicy, but it gives it a nice flavor. To that, we're also going to put in our bowl 1.5 teaspoons of yellow mustard. So far we have in our bowl 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 cup of ketchup, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1.5 teaspoons of yellow mustard, and next we're going to put in some Worcestershire sauce. And for the Worcestershire sauce, we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Now, I'm a kid from the 70s and 80s. We had Sloppy Joes at school. We had Sloppy Joes in our home. Comment down below. Let me know, did you enjoy Sloppy Joes as a kid growing up? Now, also with this sauce that I make, my homemade Sloppy Joe sauce, my husband likes to dip it in fries, and he also likes it when I make a chicken patty, make a grilled chicken patty sandwich, and you put the sauce on top. Now, when I do that, you do want to go ahead and simmer the sauce on the stove top with all the ingredients, get it nice and warm, simmered up good. Then you use that as a sauce for your chicken sandwiches. It's so good. So next I put in, after the 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, we're putting in some light brown sugar. We're using 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar. This really helps to balance out the flavors of our ingredients, and it's really that nice blend of the sweet with a little bit of the tangy that we have grown to love and expect with the traditional Sloppy Joe sauce. So I go ahead and I mix everything together, and it's going to become like this really deep red, or even kind of like a maroon kind of color. And you want to make sure when you're blending that you are dissolving the light brown sugar into the sauce. Once you have it all blended, it should look kind of like this. Our sauce is ready to go. In my crock pot, I put our diced chopped onion. I also put our minced garlic. That was a half a cup of the onion and 1 minced garlic. Go ahead, I kind of stir them around because I want those things to mix together. Then I'm going to put in my meatballs. Now when it comes to your meatballs, these are just regular home style meatballs. You can use whatever meatballs. You can use chicken meatballs, turkey meatballs. This is a 1 pound bag that I'm using, and with this recipe you can definitely go ahead and double it. So you can double the recipe if you need to feed a bigger crowd. This right here is plenty for about 6 to 8 people, and I'm going to share with you how I like to serve them up. So next, once I put in my meatballs to the crock pot, I put in my sauce. Now our sauce is nice and thick and it's rich, so we want to cook our recipe on low in our crock pot. It's going to take about 2 to 2.5 hours on low. After about an hour, go in and stir it. And if need be, you can add in a half a cup of water to your crock pot during the cooking time to make sure that we have just enough liquid in there, because we don't want it to scorch at the bottom or around the sides. Now once I put in the meatballs, I stir those around, and you see how the sauce is clinging to the meatballs? That's exactly what we want to have happen. But if your crock pot needs a little bit more liquid, you can add about a half a cup of water, up to about 3/4 of a cup, not much more than that, because then we're going to take away from the taste of the sauce. So about half a cup anytime if I needed to add just a little bit of water. So I'll go ahead, we're going to cook this for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours on that low. I'm going to go back and check on it in about an hour just to see how my meatballs are doing. Doesn't take long for them to warm up and become nice and hot. Well, our meatballs have been cooking for 2 hours on low. They are looking good. They are smelling good. I have my rolls here. I'm going to go ahead and check on them. I stirred them after that 1 hour. They are ready to go. You can serve this up many different ways. You can go ahead and have some toothpicks on the side. And when people have their plates, if you're serving it as an appetizer, they can go ahead and enjoy them like that. My family, we like to have them either on hoagie rolls or these little rolls right here, these little dinner rolls. They are super soft and super delicious. You can also use Hawaiian rolls, but we found that these rolls here, just regular nice dinner rolls, works well. So I'm going to go ahead and build us up our little meatball slider. And when I serve them up for dinner, I'll usually do French fries or tater tots, and then I'll do like a garden salad or a Caesar salad just to round out our meal. And also, if you want to have it as an appetizer and make the little sliders, you can go on and pre-make them up and just have them on a platter for your guests. This first bite's for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my bite. See how we did? Y'all, these come out so good. Meatball sliders, Sloppy Joe style. I hope you give this recipe a try. And don't forget to check out the link in the description box on how to make classic Sloppy Joes. And if you like this video, show it some love, give it a thumbs up, click share, share this video with a friend or a family. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.